Not only did Lucretia encourage me, but Shayla also bridged that gap for me and was able to make it accessible. It is a vortex, a portal, a different frequency. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so last time, if I recall, we talked about why specifically Guatemala and why did I decide to leave. So let's get into being here, all right? I posted a video on a little preview, a little window into the world of eating and what the cost of food is. So you can check that out in my last video. But I have a little bit of notes on cost of living and what my cost of living is around. So let's start with rent, okay? And look at them, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Sizing each other up, playing with this whole mystique thing, uh, hunting and ooh, they are funny, man. These cats. All right, rent. First place that we lived in when we got here was a little under $900 for the month. It was including electricity, it was including Wi Fi, it was including hot water, gas, um, it included a laundry machine that we could use on the property. So the property that we stayed on, it was a co-living community. It was different earth ships, different little houses. There was a community kitchen. Although we had our own kitchen, our own outdoor kitchen, which was another cool adjustment because I've never had an outdoor kitchen. We had pets, that came with the place. We had um, Perla and Luna, or Inanna is what we called her. The dog, and then the 2 or 3 cats that were around the area normally. And that's another thing, isn't necessarily about cost, but the dogs and the cats here. That is, if you've seen my videos, you've seen dogs are out and about. Like, they have lives of their own just as much as we do. So you're going to see a dog up in a restaurant just chilling out. Not all up in your face, although those are there too. Yep, yep, yep. Not my cup of tea. Because, baby, you're going to have to go somewhere else with all that. You're not looking up at me in my face while I'm eating. Okay? I need to be comfy. And you was messing up with my comfort. But yeah, you'll see that. You'll see the dogs and the cats. Not as many cats as dogs, but both. Now the second place that we were able to stay in was a little less than the first. The second place was around $650 to $700 for the month. Yes. And this place had a lake view. It included everything that I mentioned before as far as utilities, gas, electricity, um, the water, the Wi-Fi. It had we had a front yard. We had a beautiful garden in the front, really all around the property, front and back. The property was connected to the main road, but it was also on the lake. So we had a lake view. We were able to access the lake as much as we would like and go out and swim if we wanted to. Like, it was truly a rewiring of my brain in knowing what was possible for me at this age, at this point in my life, with my finances. It was possible. Okay. Now, back in the States, a house like that could go up for $1 million. And I'm not even joking. Depending on where you are, especially like Virginia Beach area, this is similar to a beach town vibe because it's on the lake. So you have these houses around the lake that are just gorgeous, and you pay that premium price for being on the lake. So now the place we are at currently, our current house is, and it is a house, okay? It's a bungalow. It's a 2 bed, 1 bath bungalow with a dining slash living room area and a full kitchen, stove, refrigerator, microwave, appliances, and it's a gas stove. It is under $600 for the month. It is between 500 and 600 for the month. So we just keep getting lower and lower, you know? And with that extra money, we are able to still live below our means, but have a great quality of life. We're able to maybe put a little more towards self care. I love a good massage. I love to get, um, um, what's the word? I love pampering myself. That's a way that I stay grounded because I am a bit vain. Okay. I love the way, I love to look good. Okay. Always been in the mirror. Always. Always. Since a little bitty. Okay. Always been in the mirror. So I'm not ashamed to say. But of course, not just what's on the outer, but what's on the inner. And we can do that by purchasing high quality food, organic food, fresh fruit and vegetables. We had fruit trees um, in the last spot and the spot before that. And here we don't have many fruit trees. We have passion flower, we have some squash, we have some herbs and some other things that you can eat. But the last place had like lemon trees and orange trees and avocado trees and coffee trees. It was a food forest, really, in my opinion. And there was a gardener who tended to the land as there is here. The good thing about living in a commune, a compound, a neighborhood is you're living with other people. So, while each family has their own unit, you can collaborate, you can find community, but you could also have support with things like gardening and cleaning. There's people who have cleaning services multiple times a week here, and it's for a really low price. You can get someone to clean your home for less than for a good price. I don't remember. Okay, I'm sorry. Ugh. But yeah, that's something that's normal here. Or somebody to wash your clothes for you. I want to say, I want to say that I was quoted $2 a day or something like that. Now, I don't know how I don't know if I'll be doing. I wouldn't be participating in that just because for me that feels too close to slavery. That feels too close to like indentured servitude. That feels too close to an inequitable exchange for me. So I don't really partake. Listen, hey, we got neighbors. So if you hear my neighbor in the back going at it, she's okay. She's all right. She is 90. She is in her 80s. Okay, so she gotta let out what she gotta let out. All right. So food and groceries. When it comes to food and my food budget, we spend an upward end on the upward end of about for the week 30 bucks. 30 bucks for the week. 30 bucks. So for the month, that's 120 bucks for food, groceries specifically, groceries. Now, eating out is a whole different story. It's probably that if not double because we like to eat. We like to eat. I ain't gonna hold you. And then for the week, when it comes to eating out, we'll probably eat out around 2 to 4 times out of the week. 2 to 4 times out of a 7 day period. Uh, some days I don't feel like cooking. Okay, some days I don't feel like it. Some days I would just want food prepared for me. And I have that luxury for a minimal price. Sometimes we splurge. The most that we splurge is probably like $50 for a meal. And that's, giving you entrees, appetizers, drinks, probably multiple drinks, and yeah, maybe a couple sides as well with that. So it goes a long way, and it's really, really, really helpful for living below the means and keeping those expenses at a minimum. If you're enjoying this video, please like, comment what you think, and subscribe. If you haven't already, share this with a friend, family member, or loved one and continue the dialogue if living abroad is something that you've been considering or taking the leap of faith. Make sure to push your notification bell on for the next drop as I continue this travel series on what it's like living in Guatemala, on the Lake Atitlan, and living abroad as an American born U.S. citizen. Thank you once again for watching. Okay? And if you've made it this far, I have a special gift for you in the description box below. You see, one of the most transformative tools that I've equipped on my journey has been self reflection and journaling. And because of that, and because I value the practice of self reflection and self awareness, I want to share that gift with you. So, if you go to the description box below, you can find 5 writing prompts below. And no, they're not just any regular writing prompts. No, baby. These are 5 of the most transformative, life changing questions that I have used myself. And it has allowed me to do some quantum leaping, if you will, into my desired reality. It has allowed me deeper trust within myself, deeper connection within myself, and openness to share that with those around me. If that sounds good to you, then take advantage. Okay? It's a free PDF. All you got to do is download it. Once you do, let me know what you think. Peace.